Okay, so let's walk through a couple of ways that you can change the font in your designs to make them look better. So I just brought up a standard design that was created in Canva. So of course, you can click on these to change the colors, but when we get to the font, you can do the same thing. So here's some ways to change the font. You can change it to make it match, make it whatever color you want. I kind of like that one. I think I'm gonna go with that one, and I might make this one be the green, just something a little bit different. So you can change the font color. Okay, you can also do bold, and you'll see the difference there between bold and not bold. It kind of makes it thicker and bolder. This one is not given the option for italics, but sometimes you can italicize certain fonts. For some reason, it's not letting us italicize this one, but you can. You can underline your font, and it will put an underline on there, so you can do that. You can put a strike through. So, like if you were creating something other and you wanted to say, like, it's no longer $9.99, it's $5.99. You can mark out the $9.99 and have the new price there to show that. This is pretty cool. This is all uppercase or all lowercase. So you can change your design and make it all caps or all lowercase to which one you like better. I like the lowercase better, I think. This is alignment. Right now it's centered. You can see it's kind of centered on the design, but if you wanted to click on that, it would take it all the way to the left. It could take it all the way to the right or back in the middle. So that is what you can do there. If you had a list of things, you can make bullets or number. That's not doing very well there, but obviously this is not one that we want bullets or numbers for. So that is one way of doing that. And this is advanced. So this is letter spacing and line spacing. With letter spacing, and I wish you could see it, but you can see that the letters behind here are growing further and further apart. So if you needed something other to stretch out just a little bit further, you can make the letters be a little further apart, or some fonts just kind of get squished together. And so you want to be able to separate those. I'm going to make that, actually, I'm just going to go back and make it be what it was. And then this here is line spacing. So the letters, it will separate the letters and it kind of goes out this way. But line spacing will make it fill more up and down. So if you need to fill the space a little bit more, but you don't want to have to put all the spaces and double space and whatever, this is how you do it. So kind of like on PowerPoint, you can put a 1, a 1.5, double spaced, whatever. That would be here. So that is how you can do that. I'm going to go back. I kind of like this one squished together. And then I want to show you some of these effects. So I've clicked on the text and I'm going to go to effects, and this box pops up here on the side. It's on none right now, but I can do a drop shadow. And you'll see a little bit of a drop shadow came here. If I go down, I can adjust what I want that drop shadow to look like. I can make it a lot more, where it comes down just a little bit, or not. I kind of like it just a little bit more. Direction, if I wanted it to go up, which direction I wanted it to go, right, left. So you make it go the shadow, you make the sun be where you want it to be. You can make it blurry if you wanted it to be blurry. I'm not. And then transparency. Right now it's not very dark, so you can make it be even darker. And at this point, that doesn't look very good, right? But if I changed it, say, to the yellow that's in the design, then that would pop it a little bit more. So you can change the color as well. So, well, sorry, I'm trying to get over here and show you that. So you can change it to any of those colors. Black is a very common one, but I think some of these others are just as pretty. And again, once you have it there, you can also come back up here to offset. You're like, okay, I don't want it to be quite that much, just a little bit. I actually liked the yellow. So that is how you can do that. There is the lift, if you prefer this. It just kind of puts a shadowy feeling back behind it. You can make your letters hollow, and it takes out the middle, and so you have like letter outlines. You can splice them. So it's kind of like you have the outline letter on top of the thick letter underneath. and you can outline it. So these colors don't go well together, so I would come down here and change it maybe to that yellow again. I don't like it that thick, and again, this is one of those cases where you're just going to play with it and make it be what you want it to be and make it look how you like. Maybe we'll try that really light pink. That probably don't look very good either. So there's that. We have the echo, which kind of is almost a drop shadow kind of look. The glitch. So just play neon. And again, you've got the intensity. You can change what it looks like. And then this is pretty cool. Well, let me see. Let me make this go back to what it was originally. And you just keep going back till it gets back to how you like it to be. So this up here, these back and forwards are your best friends. All right, so we're back to the original. And background. It now puts a background on there, and you can spread it out or make it smaller depending on how you want it. Now for this design, the backdrop doesn't work quite as well. You can make it round, you can make it a different size. This actually, in my opinion, works good when you have like something smaller like this down here. And I wanted that to have something around it. And maybe I did the yellow behind it. And then that kind of gives you almost like a text box that's underneath it. So there are just some quick, easy ways of some things that you can do your text to make it fit in your design better. So pull up the design and play around and see what you can do. One last little tip I like to do. So for example, let me do the hollow, and then I am going to go right here and duplicate this design. And now I'm going to go back and make this one the original. I think I just deleted my duplicate. So I'm going to duplicate, and then I'm going to go here and I'm going to go to the effects, and I'm going to hollow it. So if you come down here to this little waffle, you can click on it, and then you can see the designs side by side. So as you're changing things and you're like, I don't know which one I like more, just duplicate it and make all the different forms of the design. And then you can look at them side by side and see which one you like the best. All right, here's to happy designing. See you next time.